Hello my dear friend, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, this is Junni's Plan With Me. For 2021, I've been making pop-up bullet journal every month. I know I always say this setup is pretty easy, but really, today's setup is definitely the easiest and also really fun. All you need is a knife, some tape, and a piece of thread. We'll get to the detail in a second, but first of all, as some of you may know, August is my birthday month, so I'm super excited about this bullet journal setup and my new sticker launch. As you can already tell, the theme is going to be Chanel, and I actually want to do this theme for a long time. But I've been waiting for the right month because August is also Miss COCO Chanel's birthday month. To celebrate it, I'll do a big sale in my online shop with all the new designs and products, and also hold a giveaway here because I want you to receive some gifts too. One thing I want to mention is that there won't be much drawing going on in this video as I've been experiencing some pain in my hand wrists, so I'll try to use the stickers I made out of my old art. But no worries, for some of you who want to see the drawing process, I have all of them in my channel and I'll leave the video links in the description box. Feel free to check it out. So August is the first month after I switched to this new bullet journal. I released the 2021 mid-year setup video last week in which I came up with this folding grid guide and I love it so much. As for the theme, I did a pink and purple cloud with shining stars. I'll leave the link in the card and the description down below if you haven't watched it yet. By the way, the notebook I picked for the second half year of 2021 is this pink circular edition from Notebook Therapy. I've been using their journals for a while and I really enjoy it. If you're interested in purchasing any product with them, use my coupon code JunniSun10 to get 10% off of the entire order while I receive small amount of commission fee and I really appreciate it. Like always, I like to share this month's newly released stickers in my shop. There will be 3 sticker pages, 1 washi tape set, 1 Dancing week plus mini calendar. You can get them separately or as a set. I also made some die-cut sticker for the first time, which I'm really excited to introduce to you guys. They're about 3 inches big and they're waterproof. I always want to try making this type of sticker and I'm so proud of how they turned out. And they're included in this 20% off sale I'm doing right now on my shop as well. The die-cut stickers I just showed you are actually a small version of my original watercolor painting. So if you prefer to have them in art print, I have 3 sizes for you: 8.5 by 11, 5.5 by 7.5, and 4 by 5.5. The work are printed on texture papers, which perfectly keeps this watercolor feeling as you can see. Right now I have 8 designs including the Coco Chanel portrait, but my personal favorite is this one. So for the giveaway, I'll send out these 2 art prints in medium size, open internationally. Watch until the end of this video to find out how to enter it. And without further ado, let's start today's BUJO journey. On the left side, I'm going to write down the title August with the same font from Chanel, which is called Contour, I believe. The reason I chose Chanel as this month's theme, like I mentioned earlier, is because of the fashion designer and the founder of the Chanel brand, Gabrielle Bernard Chanel, who were born on August 19, 1883. I'm definitely a fan of the fashion brand and Chanel herself, so here we go. On the right side of this cover page, I'm going to make a really simple pop-up design, starting with painting the page with my favorite color pink. In order to have an opaque look, I'm going to use gouache instead of watercolor this time. If you also have the same Arteza set, the color I use are A125, A101, and A144. Since we're going to cut the center circle out later, here I'm just going to leave it empty. To make the edge clean, remember to use washi tape to tape it and also placing the bigger paper behind it to prevent from making more mess. And the next step is to draw the circle. The circle maker is definitely a magic tool for that, and I'll leave the link to it along with other supplies I use in this video in the description box for you. As for the cutting part, I use an exact knife. You can use a scissor if that works better for you. Just be careful and don't hurt yourself. Then I take a piece of paper from the previous cutaway leftover and work on the classic little black dress. In October 1926, Vogue featured a sketch of a long-sleeved, calf-length black sheath dress by a plunky young designer named Coco Chanel. The editor wrote that Chanel's little black dress would become sort of a uniform for all women of taste, and compared it with American car Ford Model T, and that's also where the dress name Chanel's Ford came from. Before this moment, the overall dressing style of European women was complex, gorgeous, and elegant. But behind this dressing culture, there is some constraints and impracticality. It expected the woman, like carefully planted bouquets, will become just a decoration and embellishment. During the Second World War, including the long period of the Great Depression after the war, there was a shortage of supplies in various countries. While taking care of their family, women began to enter social work in large numbers, and that have a great effects on European clothes fashion style. Everyday women's wear began to be simple and practical, and single black fabric begins to use in large quantities. So during this period, new female fashion outfits were created. The popular style of women's dress gradually abandoned the feminine and pretentious, but more and more pursued the neatness and convenience of men's dress. Miss Gabrielle Chanel had become a leader in advancing free and equal female clothing design. Among her countless classic designs, the little black dress is one of the most representative work. Since then, the trend of little black dress has quickly swept the European and American fashion circles. Black is no longer associated only with funerals and monetary, but also become a synonymous with elegant, fashion, and avant-garde. It has become women's pursuit of independence and freedom in the new era. In the following decades, other major brands also launched their own little black dress, and you may also know the one designed by Dior and the one by Givenchy, which became really popular because of the movie Breakfast and Tiffany. Okay, now we have both pieces ready, it's time to set up the pop-up. Here I'm using double threads to cut it a little bit longer than the circle's diameter. Based on the color of the background or your design, you can also change it to the colors you like. Although I won't suggest you to use thick thread, otherwise it's gonna be pretty hard to glue together and also make the next page a little bit bumpy. The next step is to place it on the back of the page. I used some regular scotch tape to glue the top and the bottom. Remember to leave an end so you can tighten it if it needs more adjustment. We'll decorate in a second. For now, let's move on to the right page. Coco Chanel has a lot of famous quotes about fashion, but here what I chose is, you can be gorgeous at 30s, charming at 40s, and irresistible for the rest of your life. I'm turning 29 this year, and I'm actually kind of scared about turning into 30s next year, so I think I can really use some help from this quote ahead of time. And we're pretty much done with this cover page. Honestly, I'm not sure if this one can be called pop-up because you have to set it up before flipping the page. But I do love the design I came up with. So I hope you can find some inspiration, and if you're going to recreate it, remember to tag me on Instagram at JunniSun, both on the post and the description so I won't miss it. The final step for this spread is to add some vintage style washi tape because this dress is legend and a beautiful history. The old style newspaper tape just matched it perfectly. By the way, this one is kindly sent by the washi tape shop. I have 10% off coupon code for you if you're interested in exploring their store. Moving on to the next spread, monthly view. I placed the big August on the top left and then used Tumble Do brush pen 772 and 800 for the calendar setup. The layout is same as last month, each day is 5 by 5 blocks. Oh, by the way, another reason I make this month's pop-up pretty simple is because for the first half-year bullet journal, I did some complicated designs in the beginning pages, and journal became really bulky when I was about to finish it. So this time I tried to make it easy at the beginning, but no worries, there will be some cool pop-up in the coming months. After writing down my social media tracker, it's time to work on the decoration on the right side. Even though Chanel as a luxury brand is famous for its bag and designer clothes nowadays, she actually started out as a milliner in her hometown. Later, she got to open her own hat shop and switch to clothes designing in Paris. So here I'm drawing a clothes model if that's how it's called. I actually used to dream of becoming a clothes designer. You know, every young girl wants to be pretty and fashion, and also because my mom is really good at making clothes. So most of my dresses I had when I was in kindergarten was made by her. But of course, later I realized that what I love is drawing, not really playing around with fabrics and needles. Anyway, after the model, I'm going to cut a Dutch door based on its shape, and then round the corners. We'll work on the page behind it shortly, but first let me decorate the spread with the vintage washi tape again to match the overall style. To add some colors in, I'm using the stickers I made this month. Like I mentioned earlier, my hand wrists have been experiencing some hard times, so I try not to make it worse. The Chanel collection drawings were actually made more than a year ago, but I'm glad I can reuse them for this setup. On the back of the monthly view page, I'm going to do a happy tracker. Last month, I combined it with weekly Dutch door spreads, and honestly, I really love it because I can always see it no matter which week I'm in. But this time, I put it back to this spot to have it closer to the goal section I'm going to do on the right side later. But before that, I'm going to draw in another clothes model to match the Dutch door shape. And here I also add in this camellia flower, which is synonymous with Chanel. It has been engraved onto buttons, woven into embroideries, on clothing, bags, jewelry, and shoes. And of course pearls, which is also a classic element in Chanel's design. And the last step is to write down monthly goal and note title on the right side. Now the monthly view and habit tracker spread are done, let's move on to the next one. Mood tracker and daily log. I purposely put them on the same spread because usually how productive I am during the day would affect my mood directly. As for the mood tracker, I'm going to use this ring design for this month, which is pretty simple to make and easy to use. The circles I use are 2 inches and 1.2 inches radius. It's hard to evenly distribute it into 31 sections, so here I'm going to make it 32 instead. First, divide it into 4 parts with vertical and horizontal lines. Then for each part, keep dividing it into 2 until it has 8 sections. Then repeat it for the rest 3 parts. Here I just eyeball it so it may not look perfect, but I think it's not bad. Sometimes I should try not to be too hard on myself. And in the center, I'm going to apply one of my new die-cut stickers. This one is about 3 by 2.5 inches, and I made it waterproof, which is not necessary for placing on a journal, but you can also use it anywhere else, like on your computer, water bottle, or suitcase. There are other designs in my shop, so go take a look, and also they're included in the big birthday sale I'm holding right now. Under the ring, I draw in 4 circles and sign different colors to represent different moods. This page looks a little bit empty, so I also place some water flower petals on it. As for the daily log on the right side, I started using it a few months ago when I wanted to track down exact how many hours I spend on each task of my work, like editing videos, managing my shop, posting Instagram feeds, etc. But now I simplify it to help me figure out the work and life balance. So my time bar is from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. You can also stretch it out to 24 hours if you want to record the sleeping time, or you can change the hour numbers based on your work type. After decorating the corners with the vintage washi tape and my own washi tape set, it's time for the bring down page. Usually I'll use the whole spread, but since I also made an idea page in my mid-year setup at the beginning page of this journal, I'll put some pop-up idea there, so here I only leave half spread for this month's print dump. The layout is really simple, and by the way, the stickers I use is also available as die-cut sticker and art print in my shop. On the right side of the spread, I want to use it for gratitude. I know some of you like to do 1 gratitude per day, which is a really good way to remind yourself to appreciate every day. But it is a little bit too much for me since I also have another personal journal to do on a daily basis. So here I decided to do an every week layout, and I think it could be a good summary or reflection. The next is weekly spread, but August starts with Sunday and I don't want it to mess up my following layouts, so I decided to add it on the bottom of this page. And here I prepare a little bit ASMR for you. You know I'm a big Dutch door lover, but I'm not going to do some fancy stuff this time because I'm trying a new weekly layout. But we can still do a cute tag on the edge. As for the weekly layout idea, I actually got it from my friend Lasagna Ollie Mian Ollie. She's the first Chinese bullet journal YouTuber friend I made, and I really enjoy her humor. Her BUJO setup is in English, but she explained everything in Chinese. So you may not understand it, but if you like some simple and clean design, I'm sure her design can give you some inspiration. So on the left page, I just simply divide it into 7 sections for Monday to Sunday. And on the right side, I'll use it as my video process tracker. For example, the video I'm planning to make for this week is 2021 January to July BUJO flip through. Yep, spoiler, you can expect it early next month. So usually to make one video I need 1 to 2 weeks, but this one will be pretty simple, so I just write down Monday to Sunday on the left side. Then in the middle area, I write down the steps it usually takes, like preparation, filming, editing, writing script, voiceover, choosing music, making thumbnail, uploading to YouTube video, and taking photos for Instagram if needed. Then on the right side, I'm going to use it to track exact hours I spent on each task. And here is how I'm planning to use it. Mark it on the day I do it, and if it takes more than a day, I'll mark twice. Then for the hours tracker, I'll use circle to represent 1 hour, half circle for half hour. So this is just a template for my video making process. You can also apply on the projects you're working on too. There is some space left on the bottom, so I'm going to use it as note for this week. And of course, don't forget about the tag. Plan out the allocation of all the tags ahead of time so there won't be any overlay and it'll be easier to use. On the right down corner, I put another sticker from my Chanel collection set, and it's available as waterproof die-cut sticker and art print as well. Same layout for the following pages. I remember last year I did all kinds of weekly spreads every month because it was my first year bullet journaling and I really wanted to try out all kinds of designs. But now I like to use same weekly layout for a whole month, so I don't have to spend extra effort to get used to a new spread every week. But it's just my personal preference, and I'm still trying to explore which one works the best for me. So what's your favorite weekly layout? Leave comments and let me know. Now we're on the last spread. I'll probably take a break from making video in this week, so I skip the video tracking part. And on the right side, as always, is going to be my monthly summary where I analyze how my work's been going on, did I meet my goal, what's the habit building progress, and also what I need to pay more attention on for the next month. This BUJO setup is almost done, but don't forget to color the week tags. I colored the first, third, and the last one in pink with gouache, and the rest in light pink with Tumble Do brush pen. Write down week 31 to 35, and final step is to round the corners. I have to say it is as satisfying as peeling the washi tape after painting. So before the final flip through, let me place my washi tape everywhere to add more fun. And as I'm doing that, I want to take some time to give special thank you to my new Patreon members. Angie, Aaron, Carla, Tammy, Tara, Johnny, Kathleen, Dana, Melnick, and Nafi. Thank you so much. Also, for friends who purchase my stickers in my online shop, your support means a lot to me too, and I really appreciate it. Okay, here comes the final flip through. I'm really happy how this month's setup turned out, and I'm super excited to use it. Not only because it's my birthday month, but also because I've been wanting to do this thing for so long. It is a little bit sad that I couldn't draw much with my hand-wrist situation, but I'm glad it gave me a chance to rework on the old art I did. Again, if you're interested in the sticker sheets, die-cut stickers, or art print show up in this video, check out my online shop at JunniSunstudio.com and don't miss the birthday special sale for this collection. Okay, now it's time to talk about the giveaway. If you're interested in winning one of these art prints, subscribe to my channel, like this video, leave the word COCO in the comments down below and tell me which female you love or inspire you the most. It can be anyone, artists, scientists, or even movie characters. The winners will be announced on my YouTube community on August 8th, so don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you won't miss it. The giveaway will be worldwide, and good luck, my dear friend. So that's all I want to share with you today. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you have an amazing August. I'll see you very soon in my next one. Bye!